Okay, today is Friday, and while I'm taping right now, it is raining really, really hard. So hopefully our sound will be okay, because I can't tape another time. I've got to get it done now. So hopefully we'll just pray, dear Lord, it works, okay? So speaking of prayer, let's start our lesson with the word of prayer, and we'll get going. Father, thank you for your goodness in each one of our students, the big person. And Lord, it's raining right now as I'm doing this taping. So God, I pray that you'll help the sound to go well. We ask in Jesus' name, amen. You know what? I already did today's video once and the sound got turned off. I did another one and that sound got turned off. So hopefully, please Lord, make this one work. Because with the rain, I have a headache. And so I want to be done, right? You know how sometimes you just don't want to watch another video? You know what? When I make them sometimes, it's the same way. So I totally understand, okay? All right. So we put our happy face on. Great. And hopefully the video will work and we'll get busy, okay? Let's go over our verses. We're talking about honesty this week. Proverbs 12:22. Lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. How about if everybody stands up and say the verse with me, okay? Letter M, Proverbs 23:26. My son, give me thine heart. The letter N, Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters. The letter O, Psalm 118:1. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Let's sing it. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks unto the Lord. Give thanks, give thanks. Give thanks unto the Lord. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Our verse for this week is found in Psalm 147, verse 1. Praise ye the Lord, for it is good to sing praises unto our God. Let's say it 2 more times, please. Praise ye the Lord, for it is good to sing praises unto our God. Okay, today is Friday. That means before you're done your schoolwork is not done today until you say your verse. Have your mom record it, send me the video, and mark your pink paper that you said your verse to your mama. That way, in case it gets lost somewhere out in space, we have record of it that your mama says, yes, my child did that, or whoever your big person is, make sure they mark that you said your verse, and she sent it to me, okay? Talking about honesty. Now, there is a song that my boys sang when they were about your age, a little older, and I just remembered it yesterday. It has several verses to it. I don't remember any of the verses, but I do remember the chorus, and I wish I remembered it earlier because it's a great song to go with this. It goes like this. Tell the truth, never tell a lie, just tell the truth till the day you die. And the way the song went, it sounded like a horse clip-clopping along. It went like this. Tell the truth, never tell a lie, just tell the truth till the day you die. What a great song, right? Tell the truth until the day you die. What I want to talk about today is kind of a funny thing, but it's very important. And that is this. Sometimes children lie to themselves. Okay? Sometimes children tell lies. Big people do too. So many times they start believing the stories. They do. But there's something that children do sometimes their life is ugly. There's ugly in their life. Maybe there's fighting at home. Maybe bad things happen at home. And so what they do is they go in, make a pretend world in their head where things are happy and where their imagination, it's just a happy place. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's part of being a kid, where you have a pretend world. You pretend to do all sorts of stuff. But what happens with some children is, rather than just going to that happy, fun place, during playtime, they end up going to that happy place and living there all the time. I had a little boy in kindergarten many years ago, and he would do that. I watched him do it in class. His home life was bad. His mommy and daddy fought. They did drugs and stuff. It wasn't happy. But he would go to that happy place in his head during class. And so he could imagine all sorts of things in his little world. And I kept telling his mama, this is not good, because when he's grown up, he's going to be irresponsible. We had a little boy in our school, many, many years ago. He was in our kindergarten, and good student, did a great job. But then first grade, he had to go to another school. And it was a bad school. The teachers weren't good. The children fought. It was just an ugly place to be. And the little boy got in the habit of going to his happy place in his head during school time. And his happy place, his place of imagination, was that, like, video games. The little guys in the video games that shoot things and do all sorts of crazy stuff. That's what his imagination was. Now, if you're playing outside with your friends or playing by yourself because you don't have any friends to play with, and you do that, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's fun to do. But if you do that during school time, when you're supposed to be in school and doing serious things, that's a bad thing. And that's what that little boy did, because his life was so ugly. He didn't want to listen to the fighting children and the mean, ugly teachers. He had already learned everything the other little boys and girls were supposed to learn. He already knew that. He was bored to death. So he didn't have to listen. He knew all that stuff. So he went to his little happy world. But then the next year he came back to Roca Solida. And you know what? He had formed a bad habit. And when he came to school, where did he go? Did he pay attention in class? He went to his happy little video world. And that's all he ever thought about. And sometimes he would jump out of his seat, because in his imagination, he was the little guy in the video games. And we kept working with his parents. Please take his computer away, take his television away, and only let him go and play and read books, but take all those other things away. And his dad didn't understand it, but finally his dad understood, and he did take those things away from him to help him. That this boy is much older now. He's big, but you know what? He still has problems with his schoolwork, because he made a habit of going to the place of his imagination to get away from the ugly in his life. We do that, and everybody does that. When things don't go, they use their imagination to pretend they're somewhere else where things are happy. Got that one. That's how life works. God gave us an imagination to help us that way. But when you have work that you need to do, you have your schoolwork, your mama or Grammy or whoever has given you work to do, you need to clean your room, you need to do whatever, you can't be there, okay? And if you go do that, you're going to form bad habits, and then when you're all grown up, the people that do that live in their own little world, funny world, and they don't want to be responsible. There's a man that lives down in Flowers Bay. His name is Moses. And he pretends to be Moses from the Bible. I don't know if his name really is Moses or not. It might be, I don't know. But he doesn't like to be responsible, and he lives in his little happy world in his head. And he carries a big stick, and he doesn't like Americans, and he prophesies against the Americans like he's this great prophet. And sometimes he'll stand out in this by the sea, and he's going to call on God to part the sea and drown all the Americans and drown the Spaniards, and he's crazy. But he just goes crazy. He just walks up and down the street, sings song, and with weird stuff. Not being responsible in life, didn't take care of his little girl, and the social services had to take her away from him because he wasn't being a responsible adult. Why? He was living in his little happy world, and goodness, he's been my neighbor for 15 years maybe. I've talked to him a few times, and after about the second time, then I found out, oh, this guy's crazy. But why is he crazy? He's crazy because he chose to live in a different world than where he is. And so now I think he believes he's Moses or something. I don't know. But he's that way because he made a choice to be irresponsible and to run away from the ugly in life. Okay? Not a good thing to do. Okay? Playing pretend, that's fine. Okay? Kids should. It's great for your imagination. Great thing to do. But if you find yourself spending a lot of time in your imagination instead of the real world around you, go play with other children. It's like that little boy that in our school that lived in his little video. I told her parents, send him out to play with other children. Find some children to play with. Get him a dog. Do something. And so they did. They put him in extra classes, and they had him play football and other things, just get him out with other children so he wouldn't be in his pretend world, okay? For 1 year, he had it was ugly, but he made a bad habit, okay? And that's what habits are. They're bad. You know, you start doing one thing, and then it just becomes where you want to be, okay? So be careful. If there's work, if you're sitting and you're supposed to be doing schoolwork, what should you be thinking about? Your schoolwork. If you're supposed to be studying your math, your summas, what do? You practice your summas and you turn your brain on. You don't go into some other little world and think of something else, right? Start playing with your cards. A lot of children do that. They're supposed to be practicing their summas and they're playing with their cards and they're building things and they're making airplanes or whatever, right? No, they are not airplanes. Don't lie. Right? When there's work to be done, we do our work, right? And we don't pretend when there's work to be done. It's a way of lying. We don't think of that as lying, do we? But it is. You're kind of lying to yourself that you don't have to do what you don't want to do. It's telling a lie to yourself. When there's work to be done, you do your work with a happy heart, get it done, get all your work done, and then you can go play and have your fun time, right? Our verse this week is praise ye the Lord. It's found in Psalm 147:1. Praise ye the Lord, for it is good to sing praises unto our God. Let's all stand up, please. We'll say it 3 times. You ready? 3 times, and make sure you say it to your big person. Make sure your big person sends a video. Make sure your big person marks it on your paper, okay? Okay. 3 times, please. Praise ye the Lord, for it is good to sing praises unto our God. Praise ye the Lord, for it is good to sing praises unto our God. Praise ye the Lord, for it is good to sing praises unto our God. 3. That's it. Goodbye.